Greetings everyone, Eric here, and welcome back to another product review. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Artist 15 Pro from XP Pen. Okay, so you probably remember that last week I did an unboxing of this tablet. So if you want to see like what comes in the box and all that kind of stuff, then go check out that video. I basically go and open it up, I check all the stuff inside, but basically this tablet is pretty much becoming my favorite tablet and is currently the tablet I use for pretty much all my projects for the past 2 weeks. I absolutely love this tablet. But some of the quick specs on this thing is it's a 15.6 inch display, so that's from that's the active area from corner to from bottom corner to top corner, if you know how to measure like monitors and stuff. The biggest selling feature of this tablet is that it has a laminated display. Now, a laminated display basically means that instead of having the thicker glass material, the screen has just a nice layer of lamination on it, which is what you're drawing on, which means that there's less parallaxing. Now, parallaxing is what happens when you have the pen come down, and let's say this layer is the actual digitizer, the stuff that actually registers when the pen's down. It comes down, but then there's this thick layer of glass on most tablets. It's about like that thick or so if you're measuring, and you tap there. So there's a bit of a gap, if you see there, between where your pen is and where it's actually registering the, or where you're visually seeing the cursor on your screen. So the laminated screen basically removes a lot of that. So the second you put your pen down, where the pen touches is where you're pretty much going to see one-to-one where that cursor is. But basically, this tablet is just amazing. The tablet comes with 8 programmable expression keys, which is amazing. Each one of them is programmable, and down in the middle you'll see that like red ring. Well, that's actually a dial wheel, which means it can spin in either direction, and this allows you to basically also program that so you can tell what it does when it goes one way or goes the other way. So right now I have it set so that there's a 2-switch kind of setup. In its default mode it does zooming, but if I hit one of my express keys, which I have set to switch what mode it's using, I can also set it to increase or decrease the brush size, which is really nice. But like I said, every one of them can be reprogrammed, including the dial wheel. The pen here is really nice. It's not super weighted. I wish it had a little bit more weight to it, but some people actually do like the fact that they're so light. But the really nice thing is it's got the little bit of a rubber grip, which I really love, and it's battery free, and you don't even have to charge it. So that is amazing. I love that more and more of these companies are going to basically power free type pens, because it's so annoying to be going to draw with something and realize that you either have to change a battery or you have to charge it. And they only give you one pen, but that's also because you're not having to switch between one that's charged, one that's not charged. You just have the one pen. All the nibs are inside the container, which again, if you look at the video I did of me unboxing, you'll see where all the spare nibs, what this comes in. But yeah, this is a really nice pen. It has 2 buttons on it, which you can program what you want those buttons to do. I think I currently have it set to the back one being right click and the first one being a mode switch. It switches between pen mode and eraser mode, which is really handy because a lot of these pens on these other brands don't come like Wacom with the ability to just rotate this backwards and have an eraser on this end, which I don't know why they're not doing that. It shouldn't cost them that much more to put the eraser end on this thing, or to know when this end is getting close to it rather than this end. But whatever, it doesn't really matter to me because it's just as easy to just tap, 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 tap. It's just as easy for that. But I love the pen. The tablet also comes with its own stand. This is very thin. I believe it's made out of a plastic material, but it doesn't feel too flimsy. It feels like it'll hold up really well. And what's really nice is you'll notice that it doesn't really look like it can do any angles. Well, you'll notice this little cutout kind of area here. What you do is it's snapped in place, so you just got to give it a little bit of a push and it comes undone, and then you pull it to the back and it locks in place. And so you're pretty much stuck at that angle, like that's the only angle you get. But it happens to just work for me. I tried it on my desk and I'm like, no, this is a good angle. Obviously if you want different angles and stuff, there are aftermarket ones that you can buy and stands that you can buy that allow you to just adjust at any angle. So if you want one, they do make one. I have one hiding around here somewhere. I've done a review on. Maybe I'll put a link in the description if I can remember. But no, the stand's really nice. It's got the rubber feet on it, or the rubber material on it to keep it from slipping, and it's got a little lip here. It just happened to work for my desk really well, so I don't really have a problem with it. Now, of course, this wouldn't be a display tablet review without the obligatory ruler test. So as you can see here, there's almost no wiggle from when I use a ruler to draw slow straight lines. You might notice some, and that could just be my hand shaking because I don't have the steadiest hand. I have stabilization turned completely off in Clip Studio, so that shouldn't be affecting it. But yeah, there's like almost no wiggle at all, which is really lovely. So if you like to use a ruler, or if you're worried about slow straight lines, you covered there as well. The display itself is really nice. Like, it's got nice vibrant colors. It's really hard to show up on camera sometimes, but you just have to take my word for it at this point. It's got really nice colors. I have no issue coloring anything. I even bring up reference photos so that I can kind of see what it looks like, and then I can also references on my my main monitor over here. And I really enjoy the colors. Like, it's nice and bright, but it's not so bright that it's causing any issues, especially since you're gonna be staring at this thing for like maybe a couple hours a day. So it didn't strain my eyes in any way while I was working on it. I drew a thing on Wednesday where I drew Captain America for a live stream, and this was the tablet I used. I've also been doing basic commissions with it, and it's been a dream. I absolutely love it. So yeah, like, there's really not much I can say other than I really love this tablet. If you're curious about more of the technical specs, obviously the pen comes with, what is it, like 8142, whatever the current like high setting for pressure sensitivity. Well, it's got it. The pen also has tilt functionality, which I have yet to actually test out because I use Clip Studio Paint, and I don't know if there are any pens or brushes that use the tilt function. If there are, please let me know. I can double check. Like, if you let me know in the comments if there are any tools in Clip Studio Paint, or if I find any, and then I'll post in the comments, I'll pin a thing in the comments section of me confirming or denying whether how it works or anything like that. I don't know. I don't use things like this. So if you like that feature, it's here. Also, as it states in its in the blog post, there's like virtually no lag, and there's really not. Like, if you're really whipping that pen around and you have high stabilization, you're obviously going to see some lag because of stabilization. But other than that, you won't notice any like real. You're not going to notice anything. Like, it's not going to be perceptible. So don't worry about that kind of stuff. It's fine. And probably the coolest feature that I like the most is if you look over here, it only uses one cable to connect to the pen tablet itself. So what it's doing is it's using a 3-in-1 cable. It uses a Type-C connector for the part that goes into the tablet itself, but around the back, it splits off into your 3 connectors. It splits off into HDMI, USB for data, but then it also has another USB that's for power. Now the cool thing is, and I'll show you here, it does give you a USB power brick that goes in the wall, and it comes with adapters, so don't worry about what country you're in or what kind of adapter it does come with adapters. But basically, you can either power it that way, or if your computer can give out enough power, whether it's a computer, laptop, all in one, you can just power it directly from your computer, which means this is a great tablet for on-the-go use. The size isn't too bad. You should be able to fit this and a laptop in a little backpack or some type of carrying bag, and you should be able to take it with you wherever you want to go, whether it's a cafe or just out in the wild and just want to straw something. This should work, and it should power easily. So that is a huge feature, and I love the fact that they're using Type-C. USB Type-C should be becoming more and more standard. Phones are using it, now tablets and stuff are using it. It's just a really convenient connector, and it just works so well. I love only having to have one cable on my desk rather than having to remember to plug in 3 cables. It's like, no, I can just put the tablet on my desk, plug it in, turn it on, and go. That's all I need to do. So great feature there, and I love it so much. So yeah, really, there's not a lot much more I can say. Like, I don't know if this video is going to be long or short. It probably will be short because what do I have to say? It's a really great tablet. I absolutely love this thing. I think I gave enough information for you guys to like make a decision, but obviously go and watch other reviews. I always recommend you to go and watch another review and see how you like their opinions. Maybe they'll bring up something that maybe I didn't because it's something that I didn't notice. Drivers worked fine. They just worked. I didn't have any issues. But yeah, this is currently my favorite tablet to use. that should tell you how I feel about this thing right there. We'll see in the future as I test more tablets if anything usurps this thing. But so far, with that laminated screen and just the size, the amount of buttons it has, the dial, the pen, all that, it's just currently my favorite. I bought this with my own money. This is a business investment for me, and I'm very satisfied with my purchase. So there you go. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you use this tablet, have any questions or anything like that, if you have any suggestions on things you'd like to see me draw with the tablet and all that kind of stuff, or tutorials or anything else you'd like to know, please leave them in the comment section below. As always, check the description. You'll see where you can buy the tablet. You'll see where you can help support me, whether you want some shirts, whether you want classes, all that kind of stuff. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.